Happy vlogmas. So Josh's work friends are coming over on Saturday night for like a little work party, which means we got a little prep to do. One of the fiancés I mentioned in a previous vlog is vegan, so I'm going to be making everything vegan, or at least it's going to be 95% vegan. I tried very hard to find vegan burgers and cheese. It was not in any of the grocery stores, and I looked at 3, and I've never tried any other vegan cheese, so I didn't want to like spend $14 and it not to be good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna first bake some cookies. I am doing a whipped shortbread. This is the one that I make every year for my family. Absolutely love it. It can be made vegan really easily because it only uses 3 ingredients and you use vegan butter instead of normal butter. And I, to be honest, use vegan butter like 50% of the time in my cooking just because it's a lot cheaper and you don't notice the difference unless I'm doing like a brown butter. And then this year I tried a new recipe, which are gingerbread squares, and they were so good, and I feel like it'd be super easy to make them vegan because it only has 1 egg in it and you just replace it with a flax egg, and I automatically have flax meal because I do love it in yogurt bowls and it's super healthy for you. And I've also used flax eggs before because I don't love eggs, so sometimes we don't really have them in the house, but my partner eats a lot of them, so we do, as well as vegan butter again. So it should be a super easy setup, and because it is a ginger molasses, you shouldn't be able to tell that there's a flax egg in it, because flax egg sometimes, like, not that I think it has a lot of flavor, but I was worried if I put it in, for example, a snickerdoodle, you'd be able to tell, because snickerdoodles are very white and flax meal is brown. So we're gonna go bake that up, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to be making mini focaccia loaves, which I'm very excited for. I've never done it. I usually only make like a loaf of focaccia, but I want to try this recipe out since for Christmas Day, my family, we want to do mini ones. Essentially, you just put them in muffin tins to make the mini, so like mini focaccia muffins. So I'm gonna use the same recipe, just gonna be moving it into smaller portions on the final rest. So hopefully that will be good. And then what I was saying about the burst and cheese is we're going to be doing this dip. I'm gonna do, I guess, 2. So one of them's gonna have normal bursin on it with homemade bruschetta. The other one's just gonna be a basic bruschetta dip. Well, not basic, but no cheese in it to make it vegan. But I did go out and end up buying hummus just so that we also had something else that was like a dip that was completely vegan. It is a roasted garlic and onion one, so hopefully that will be enough. And then we also, everyone's kind of bringing apps, so I feel like it should be more than enough. There should be like, I think 8 of us that are coming here, so I'm really excited. Okay, we're in my kitchen. I have thrown my hair up. I feel like a French woman, but I need to bake with it up. It's too long and it will literally get in the food. So the first thing we're gonna do is the whipped shortbread. It is probably one of the easiest recipes in the world. It's literally butter, icing sugar, and flour, and then you whip it for 10 minutes, which it's obviously in the name. The reason you do this is it makes the shortbread so buttery and soft and fluffy. So then when you bake it and you bite into it, it literally melts in your mouth. It is so good. Like, I've had it all my life. I love it so much. So it's not like your traditional shortbread that's like hard and crunchy. It's very soft, and yeah, so the cookies do sometimes like fall and break, but honestly it's so good with like a cup of tea, so good to snack on it, and like I said, super easy. You want your final dough to look like this. It's really fluffy and like very easy to work with. So because it is really light, you can't like roll it into balls. You just have to scoop it with a teaspoon, and you want to have it with water so that your teaspoon doesn't stick too much to the dough, and then you just scoop it onto your sheet. We have our cookies all ready to go. They're flattened out. Just pop them in the oven for roughly 10 minutes at 350. Okay, so the 2 recipes that we are going to be making is a whipped shortbread and ginger molasses, like I said. So the whipped shortbread is a very simple recipe. It's like literally a ratio. So you have 1/2 cup of icing sugar, 1 cup of butter, and 1.5 cups of flour. Put it all in at the same time. You want your butter softened, and you just whip it for 10 minutes. If you have a hand beater, but if you have like a standing one, it should probably be a little less time. Maybe around 5-ish minutes is like the key. Like you generally from hand mixer to standing mixer, you do half the time. You just want it to be nice and light and fluffy, which I will show. And then for the gingerbread squares, this is a recipe that I found online. I did change it a little bit. I personally love using cooking molasses instead of fancy molasses. I feel like it gives it more of like a bold taste and flavor, as well as I double / triple the amount of ginger in there because they are supposed to be gingerbread squares, so I feel like they should be like gingery. But the recipe is super easy and I will also put it below. Okay, so we have our whipped shortbread in the oven baking, and now we're gonna move on to our gingerbread squares. We had a little bit of a baking fail. The cookies burned. This is not normal though. If you use a real oven, I say that as if mine's not real. I mean a real working oven. My oven's temperature probe is completely broken and there's no way to fix it. So sometimes it just loves to overheat because it can't tell what temperature it's at. And this does happen quite often. It's so frustrating as someone that loves to bake and cook, because like you'll follow a recipe, like especially if I want to try something new, I will follow a recipe for specific baking and then they burn and it drives me crazy. Even things like this, I've been making it since I've been a toddler, burned, and I know how to make it. It's just my oven overheats. So I actually put it down 25 degrees. So I went from 350 to 325. Still, she burned. I honestly am too tired to make another batch. I'm not going to be serving these though. Yeah, it is what it is. They are the best cookies when done in a real oven. Every time I make it at my parents' house, they work totally fine. They're delicious. They should be like a light golden on the bottom, not this dark. It is what it is. I still have my gingerbread squares and I know those ones will be good because I literally made it 2 weeks ago in this oven. So fingers crossed that baking goes well today. Honestly, it's okay. Things happen and you just gotta like move on from it. I am hoping to get a new oven very soon. We are looking at getting one, so hopefully these disasters will be of the past one day. Okay, it is Saturday and our friends are just about to arrive for the Christmas party. I had to show off my absolutely adorable thrifted shirt. I got it last year, I think for like $5. I am obsessed. I think it's so funny because it's got like a deer and stuff and then Santa, but then like Santa's holding a raccoon. Why? I don't know. Like cardinals make sense, deer makes sense, even the baby fox, but like why couldn't he be holding a bunny? So I thought it'd be so cute and festive since it is like a little Christmas get together, and I only got to wear it last year on Christmas Day and I really wanted to wear it again like before Christmas, so thought it was so perfect. And then also I did end up baking focaccia. I will insert some clips. They are muffins. This is so crazy. I've never done the little muffins before, but I want to try it out because my family, we want to do individual ones, and it's so crazy because they're like poofy on the top and they look like literal muffins. They don't look like mini focaccia loaves. I wanted to put that down because chances are I will drop them on the floor and we don't want that. I did dimple them a lot and they looked dimpled going into the oven, and then when they came out they were like muffin tops, so I think they'll still taste amazing. I'm just really happy that they didn't stick because my muffin tin is so old. Stuff sticks to it all the time and I really didn't want to have to rip them apart. The last order of business is to of course do our advent calendar before everyone arrives. So yesterday was my boyfriend's day. I do evens, he does odds, and he got the bell, which is so cute, and he put it on Santa's sacks. He thought it was fitting there, and today is the 6th, which means we get to do that together and see what's in here. Also, our chocolate finally arrived today, which I was excited about. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it in because sometimes it's really hard to take things out. What do we have? Aw, I think they're like little slippers. I was gonna say stocking, but there's two. So probably like little slippers for winter, which is just so cute and so fitting because Josh and I wear a lot of warm socks this time of year. In Canada, things get very cold and we love the cold. Don't get me wrong, we love the cold. We sleep with our window open, like it's so nice and refreshing, but your feet do get really cold. So big fuzzy socks are a huge thing here. I have so many pairs. I absolutely love them. That is so cute. Okay, I'm so happy. I'm really looking forward to tonight, so hopefully it's a lot of fun. I have all the twinkle lights up, Christmas lights up, and as you saw, we got cranium in the other vlogs, so hopefully we'll just have a blast. I will see you guys next time.